everyone, my name is Rachel Mistry and I'm a registered dietitian here in Silicon Valley. Today I wanted to talk to everyone about something I'm talking to my patients about all the time, and that is how they can incorporate more antioxidants into their diet. You might be wondering, what is an antioxidant and why should I consume it in the first place? Antioxidants are basically beneficial compounds found in foods that have been shown to reduce inflammation in the body. They have been shown to protect against skin damage and sun damage, and they also play an important role in disease prevention and treatment as well. So today I'm going to be talking to you about one of my favorite antioxidants. It is the antioxidant found in green tea and matcha. And this antioxidant it has a really long name. I just call it EGCG for short. It's an important catechin. And the way that this works is green tea leaves produce or contain EGCG in their leaves. And so when you steep a bag of green tea, you are consuming these antioxidants, but you're not consuming as many as you could be if you ate the whole green tea leaf. So don't worry. You don't need to start cutting up and cooking with green tea leaves, but instead I would encourage that you use something called matcha. And what matcha basically is it's ground up, dried green tea leaves that you add to water and basically dissolve it. You can add some almond milk, you can add a couple of things to dress it up, but it's a fun way to incorporate antioxidants into your diet while also consuming a fun beverage. And so today, I wanted to share with you my favorite way to incorporate matcha into my diet, and that is a matcha latte. And so with that being said, the recipe that I'm going over with you today, has so many modifications, you can definitely tweak it to fit your preferences. And so I'm going to start by adding about 10 ounces of hot water to my blender. If you would like a creamier latte, you definitely have the ability to maybe do half the amount of water and half the amount of heated almond milk or oat milk to give it a better base. I'm adding a half teaspoon of this matcha powder. A half teaspoon of matcha contains the same concentration of these EGCG antioxidants as 10 cups of tea does. If you are new to matcha, it might taste a little bit bitter to you, so I'd encourage starting small with this half teaspoon. You can work your way up to more if you like. Sometimes I even add a whole teaspoon to my matcha lattes, but personal preference. I'm going to be adding this dairy-free Nut Pods creamer to my matcha mixture because I like a little bit of creaminess, not too much. But once again, personal preference. And then the last thing that I'm adding to this is a drop or two of stevia. Matcha, like I mentioned, can be a little bitter, so I just add 2 drops to my mixture to give it a little bit more flavor. When making this in the blender, you want to make sure that you are using a blender that has an open top or a lid. I wouldn't recommend using something like one of those blenders that you flip over. It's called a NutriBullet. Those aren't super great because the heat from the hot water can basically cause too much pressure. So we're looking for something with a little bit of a lid. We want it to have some space to breathe. Just tapping the lid on here and then start to blend on low. And that's it. I'm just going to pour it in my mug. If you would like to, you definitely have the ability to serve this over ice in the summer months or even during the springtime when it gets a little bit warmer. So don't be afraid to play around with matcha. You can add vanilla to it. You can add coconut butter to make it a little bit creamier. I know some people even add protein powder to theirs. So don't be afraid to experiment and enjoy.